Hi, sir.
Hello,
How,
sir. Good evening, sir.
good evening. How are you?
Uh, I'm under the weather a bit, sir. I'm taking medicine, but
That-
by and large, I'm good. What about you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just a little bit
So,
rainy over here, so I
actually,
think it's pretty. Yeah. Go ahead.
so I think I'm at right place. Actually, you are doctor, and
So you didn't check who you were going to have the class with before the session.
hello, come again, sir.
So you didn't check who you were going to have the session with before the session.
No, I got to know that you are doctor. That's why I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. Got you. Got you. Got you.
And
All right. But however, I believe this is the very first time you're meeting over here, isn't it?
right, right.
Okay, in that case, would you be kind enough to tell me who you are, what you do, where you're from, and how did you end up in English sharing? Please.
What was it? I didn't catch your last word, sir.
And how did you end up in English sharing?
How do you?
How did you end up in English sharing? That's it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So
Go ahead.
my name is Sanjay Singh, and I hail
Okay.
from Madhya Pradesh. However, I'm connecting to you from Surat, Gujarat, and
Okay.
I'm working as a professional to pay my bills. And I want to develop one skill in my life. That's why I'm here, and I want to upgrade myself. And
Okay. You
I
say
don't
you're
want to.
professional what?
Yeah, I'm working as a professional.
Oh, okay, as a professional. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In which place? In which domain?
It is steel manufacturing company.
Steel manufacturing. Okay. Okay. Please continue. I'm listening.
Yeah. And I just said I born and brought up in Madhya Pradesh, and Surat is my working place where I'm living right now. Yeah, and I want to become fluent in English. That's why I'm here, and I'm striving and striking for that.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. So, how long have you been working in this particular
I would love
industry?
to know about yourself, sir.
Oh, I will. I will tell you more about myself. But before we get there, can I ask you, can I squeeze in a few more questions, if that's okay?
Sure.
Yes. So, how long have you been working in this industry and what was your dream job as a child? Like, was it always this manufacturing industry that you wanted to get into, or was there something else that you wanted to pursue when you were a child?
Since my childhood, actually, when I was studying, so I wanted to become mechanical engineer, and
Okay.
I have become mechanical engineer. And so I have started my work towards industry at the age of 22. And
Okay.
so I have 22 years experience in this line.
Wow.
And yeah, and and with this company, I have been doing with this company job since 2009. So it's been 15 years with this company.
Wow. Wonderful. Wonderful. That's very
Yeah,
rare,
so,
you know?
right. So this is
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So that brings me to another question. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
next 5 years. I want to upgrade myself. That's why I'm here, and definitely I would love to. I don't have that much desire to become a plant head or something else, but I don't want to keep myself aside, and I don't want to be in comfort zone. Comfort zone. That's why I'm here. And definitely, if I will upgrade myself on daily basis and timely, if I will upgrade myself, so definitely I would be able to enhance my career growth. I
Right.
so definitely I can see myself in future in different level. I
Okay. Let's say you are tackling this language barrier, something that you assume that you have. If you're tackling this, where do you see yourself professionally? I mean, how exactly is going to be the different position we're talking about?
come again, sir. I didn't.
Sure, no worries, no worries. Don't worry about it. So, what I was asking you was, let's say you are tackling this communication scenario, which is giving a little bit of a hard time. So, once the communication aspect is off your way, then where do you see yourself professionally in the 5 years? Like, let's say a
right.
designation or maybe opening up your own a company. So where do you see yourself?
Uh, Actually, I was not. I wasn't seeing anything where I can excel myself.
Okay.
This was only way. This was only way. And I have seen that where I was lacking actually. So I thought that I should enhance my communication skill because this is I would
Okay.
say this is the first and foremost priority of professionalism and the way how you communicate to others, the way how you communicate others, and how you present yourself in front of others, and the way how you do communication with your fellow, with your bosses. So definitely, it will. It is commendable, and so that's why I think that. And definitely, after some time, I would be leader. Yeah,
Okay.
right now I'm leader, but I would say in bigger aspects I would be leader. So I think my
Okay.
communication skill would help
Okay.
on that part,
Got you.
on that person.
Got you. Perfect. Perfect. So, I assume you've been living in Surat for the past 15 years because you've joined this company 15 years back, correct?
Right, right.
So, tell me about the differences that you observed between MP and Surat. Like, what are the major differences? Do you miss MP? Do you still travel to MP, or do you prefer Gujarat over MP? Which one do you think?
In terms of what, sir?
In terms
Cultural
of
shocks?
everything,
Right.
everything. Give me your perspective. That's it. As a person who have migrated to a different place. Yeah.
So I am over 44 years, so 44 years. So I would say that almost my half of life I have spent in Surat. So definitely I have some idea about Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. So by and large, I would say that Gujarat is better than Madhya Pradesh. I born
Okay.
and raised in Madhya Pradesh, but I would say the uh, Gujarat is uh, good than Madhya Pradesh because I would say that this is the place where liquor is embargo. Nobody can take liquor freely. They are taking liquor illegally, but they cannot take liquor freely. So this is the thing, and this is the employment hub of India. Everybody comes from all over India, and they get employment out here. And so this is the employment of hub in India, and I would say in terms of rules and regulation, law and order, uh, these are the things thriving over here, and so these are the things. And in terms of, I used to get problem when I had come here in 2002. In terms of, so definitely I had faced cultural shock at the time because the place was new for me, and I used to get dal having with sugar. It was like strange for me at that time. But after taking this food, I have become habitual by the time. Uh, and so now I can take dal having with sugar as well. So now it has become piece of a cake for me. Earlier it was not my cup of tea, but now by the time gradually when I have become experienced, so these were cultural shocks. Now my son was born in Surat. Now he's 14 years old. So I would say he's almost Surti. Yeah. So now, day by day, Surat is growing, and now it is going to become metropolitan city, a smart city, and I can see metro rail lines work is going on, and after some time, metro rail service uh, will be start. So these are the things about Gujarat, sir, Surat.
Okay. So, how many sessions have you had with English Area so far? And how has been the experience so far?
Till now, actually, I have made century, and I think
Oh, wow.
100.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it is 104, and still
Okay.
70 session yet to go. And the journey has been awesome sauce till now. And
Okay.
because of you tutors, I got to know about my class and my mistakes, what I do at the time of conversation, and I know still long way to go, and I have big room for improvement. But I believe that uh, if I attend session on regular basis, I will be fluent, and the day is not far when I will be fluent.
Okay. Got you. So, one final question. What was the reason to choose me? I mean, was this a completely random choice, or you wanted to specifically talk to me for any particular reason other than your health situation?
Actually, I'm not understanding your. Could you rephrase?
Of course, I
I
will. Of
think.
course, I will. Don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll give you. So, what I'll do after this question is that I'll do two things. I know I haven't introduced myself, so I'll get to my introduction, and more importantly, I'll give you a proper explanation why I've been asking you so many questions in the beginning, unlike any other session that you must have had in this, platform.
Right, right.
So I'll give you that explanation. But before
Mhm.
that, I was wondering what was the reason to choose me as your tutor for today? Was this completely random or is there a particular reason that you wanted to speak to me?
Yeah, there is reason. That's why I'm here. And actually, almost I have been interacted with all tutors, and you were left actually. And
Okay.
so I wanted to, yeah, I wanted to attend the session with you, and definitely uh, I was thinking that if I will attend and I will join class with you, so definitely I would get some thumb rule of English,
Okay.
and definitely you would have some ideas about English. And so, how can I leave you without attending the session?
Okay. Got you. That was very sweet of you, very kind of you to say
And
that.
because actually I'm attending the session at 9 p.m. and it is not my fault. Actually, it is not my time.
Oh,
I would have slept actually.
okay.
So
You sacrificed your sleep for me. Thank you.
right, sir. Actually, I believe early bed, early rise. This is the good habit, and I practice
Right.
meditation. So usually I sleep till 8:30. So, and definitely I wake up at 4 a.m. So I have to sleep early
Okay.
because in the morning time I inculcate the thing and I reading book. I do meditation. So if I want sleep early, so how I will be able to wake up early morning? So I
Got
have
it.
compromised, and that's why I am in front of you.
I will try my level best to make it up to you. I will make sure that the time that you have contributed, the time that you have compromised for this particular session is well utilized. I'll try my level best, okay? Let's see.
Right,
So, for the past 14 minutes, I've been listening to you, right? And you might have been wondering what could be the possible reason this guy is asking me so many questions. Is this kind of an interrogation or something? Okay, so I'll give you a perfect explanation why I was asking you so many questions.
right,
So it doesn't matter if this is this particular platform or any aspect in anywhere in the world. There is one particular element that is always overlooked. And that particular element is listening. Only if you listen to a client properly, only if you listen to a question properly, then you would be able to create a plan for your client, then you would be having a proper answer to that question. So I
right.
needed to understand what your requirements were. So I needed to listen to you. That is number one. Now, number two, of course, I need to understand where you stand in terms of English. Now, for that, I need to have parameters, and you would need to understand that. If you have noticed enough, which I'm pretty certain you must have noticed, I was alternating the pace of my speech delivery throughout the thing. I was speaking faster at a point of time, then I kind of slowed it down, and then I kind of found a middle ground that both of us can understand each other without much difficulty. Alongside the
Right.
parameters I was looking for was how well could you listen to me? How well could you process that information? And how sensible of an answer could you come back to me with in what amount of time? So, those are the four parameters that I were actually implementing to get an understanding where you stand at this point of time in terms of your communication skills and also the medium of communication, which is English in this situation. Okay,
Right.
perfect.
Actually,
Now,
it was your strategy,
yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
I
Actually,
need to understand. Yeah.
you were speaking fast, actually, so I won't be able to understand yourself, your voice, and what you were telling. So I didn't perceive actually.
I got you. I got you. But you understood right now, right?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so I think it's only fair if I give you a quick intro before giving you a quick feedback based on how I've understood and why you stand at this point of time and what you need to do. Okay,
Right.
so usually I don't tell people what they need to improve on. Instead, I give them a plan which will define how can they improve in all the aspects they think they are lacking. Okay, that is it's going to be mapping everything that is required. Okay, so before that, I'll give a quick intro upon myself. Since you've already seen my name down there, yes, my name is Amal, and I am a medical doctor by profession. So it's Dr. Amal Mohan for you. I'm speaking to you from the southern tip of India. This is the city of Trivandrum, Kerala. That is where I'm originally born and brought up in. Other than being a doctor, you can see that I enjoy teaching, so I am an educator as well, and also a little bit of an entrepreneur. In the consulting aspect, I have consulted several corporate entities, primarily in the edtech sector. So I happen to be academic counselor, career counselor, and psychological counselor alongside the consulting experience in the corporate. When it comes to the creative aspect, I happen to be a little bit of an actor, director, writer, and voice actor. I've been associated with this platform for about a year and 11 months right now. I joined in on the 1st of 2023. And that is all about me. I'm 25 years of age. That's all about me. Okay?
Right. Nice to hear that, sir. And definitely, you would have done MBBS or MD, I think.
Yes.
Okay, right. So you would have attended your, I would say, your, I think, Medicare. So you would have consulted with the patient, I think, before joining this class, I think.
No, 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 no. I'm actually preparing for my PG right now. So
Right.
I'm not
Okay.
consulting. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Okay. Okay.
But
I got
yes, you're right. I've been actually consulting other sides of this as well. But we'll speak about that later.
it.
So,
Okay.
based on how you spoke today, can I give you a plan? It's going to be more of a plan rather than a feedback. So, can I give you that?
Sure, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Perfect. So, I'll start with the pros. The biggest pro is your attitude. When I joined the session, I was a complete stranger to you, but still you had this very warm smile that's very approachable. You seemed very approachable, and that's extremely rare to find these days. So proud of you for having that. Keep it up. That's going to take you a lot of place. Okay, number one. Number two is that you do have a good grasp of your language, but rather than your language, you have abundant ideas on your head. Like you know what to speak, when to speak, where to speak, and how to speak. All you require is just a medium of language. And yes, of course, there is a lot, the scope of improvement when it comes to the medium of communication. There is a lot, even for me, even for you, that is there. And what I'm about to tell you after this one is going to be a plan that you can stick to. I mean, you seem to be a person who'd like to be in discipline, right? You'd like to be disciplined yourself. So I'm going to give you a discipline that you can follow, and this is going to give you an accelerated form of result in a matter of days. Okay. So I request your commitment and consistency for the next 28 days for these three activities. Actually, four activities. Can you do that?
Sure, sure, sure.
Perfect. I just want you to do three things and three things only, and the fourth one is a kind of an optional one. The first one, the very first one is pretty easy because that is what you're doing right now. I want you to find 25 minutes within your 24 hours every single day for the next 28 days. And I want you to spend your time with any tutor of your choice, given the fact the tutor does not interrupt you at least until you complete a paragraph, which means you will have to speak in a highly challenging environment. That's it. 25 minutes, I need you to speak continuously for the 28 days, upcoming 28 days. You said you have 70 sessions left, so make use of the 28 sessions in this format. Okay, that's number one. Number two, so till now there was no time specification, but now what I'm about to tell you, it is going to look like a medical prescription. Okay, I want you to spend 15 minutes before your sleep. Okay, let's say you're going to bed by 8:30. I want you to spend 8:15 to 8:30, or maybe 8:10 to 8:30, that 20 to 15 minutes, if you can, contribute towards one activity and one activity only. And this activity is only listening. You cannot watch the video. I want you to go ahead in YouTube or Spotify or any of the channels, and I want you to find some topic of interest, given the fact that the topic is either narrated by a native English speaker or it is a conversation between two or more native English speakers. By that I mean a person who's having English as their first language. Okay? And it is a mandate that you should not watch this because you're going to sleep. White light before you sleep will affect your sleep. I don't want that. I only want you to listen to that particular activity for 15 minutes and then go to sleep straight up. Nothing else. Okay. Now, the next activity I want you to do, and I want you to do this without failure in the same time for the next 28 days. Okay. Now, this is going to cost you 15 to 20 minutes. In the morning, when you wake up, I know you wake up and do your meditation. So, whenever you can, the very first activity or one among the very first activities you are supposed to do is to walk to a mirror, right? Or maybe grab a phone and take a look at yourself and then speak to yourself for 1 minute or 2 minutes maximum, nothing more than that. Maximum 1 or 2 minutes. What you're supposed to speak is what you're going to do that particular day, your schedule for the day. Let's say, for instance, you woke up by 4 in the morning. You can say, "Hey Sanjay, it's going to be an amazing day ahead. I just woke up by 4 in the morning. I just meditated. I just took a shower. I'm about to have my breakfast and I'll have my meeting around 9 a.m. Then I'll probably have a group association probably." So whatever you're planning to do in the next 24 hours, or whatever you're planning to do that particular day, you should speak to yourself. So that will include what you have done, what you're doing, and what you'll have to do. All the tenses will be included. Okay. Now,
Right.
these are three things I want you to do without failure continuously. And there is one more activity. If you're free to do it, that is great. Otherwise, it's totally fine. I want you to find any book of your choice. It doesn't have to be English even, but if it is English, that's even better for you. What I want you to do, I want you to go chapter by chapter. Once or twice in a week is enough. Okay, don't do this on a daily basis. Once or twice, read 1 or 2 chapters. The moment you complete one chapter, I want you to close the book, grab a small piece of paper, and write down what you've understood. Summarize what you've understood from that chapter. So, what I've tried to create here is a complete environment of English for you. It includes speaking, writing, reading, and listening,
Listening.
right?
So I
And
got to
this is
know. So
going to,
sorry for interrupting you. So I got to know about three elements what you have said. So actually, could you rephrase first one actually?
first one for 25
First.
minutes.
Yeah, 25. So whatever I'm doing this one 25 minutes.
Yeah. That's the same one.
Right.
Just talk to any
Okay.
tutor of your choice. That is for you getting to slow. That's it.
Right.
So
Okay.
that is the only thing. I want you to do this without failure for the next 4 weeks, and you'll be surprised by the advances that you'll be getting, because this is going to be a one-stop solution to get a great deal of vocabulary in the right form of tenses with idioms, proverbs, phrases, accent, pronunciation, enunciation, every single thing, including the slangs. Right? I've given you pointers in a particular fashion so that it is like a workout plan for you. Okay? Do this
Right.
consistently and you will see significant results in a matter of 14 days, and you'll be surprised by the results Why 28 days if you stick to the plan? Okay, this is gonna work only for you. This might not work for another person. This is based on my analysis on your capacity of English. Okay,
Right.
this is my judgment. I could be wrong. One final question for you. How do you think the session was? Were you happy? What do you think about this?
Definitely, sir. And I've got to know something different actually. And you have told that I should read something and I should summarize actually. And then I
Summarize
will
and
be,
write it.
yeah, and I will be able to understand and what I have read actually. And definitely at that time I will brainstorm. And so actually I was skipping this part actually. Writing part
Okay.
I was skipping. So definitely I will do whatever you have suggested. And mirror talking is always been lethargic, always been fed up for me. So you told me that you rightly said that at least 1 minute, 2 minute I can talk rather
Yeah.
than spending too much time. So I can give,
Yeah.
I can, of course, I can uh, devote my 1 or 2 minutes. It is not a big deal actually. So
Yeah.
definitely, I would love to do all these things, whatever you
But
have
this should
suggested.
happen in the early morning. Okay, so the timing is very important. The listening should happen before you sleep, and
Right.
the speaking should happen after you sleep, because the time that you sleep, your brain is still active, and
Right.
we are leveraging the time. The very last activity was listening to English. The very first
Right.
activity is speaking in English. That will connect the environment. So that's a cumulative approach for you.
Okay, right. I think before sleeping, if I will listen to anything, I think it will directly will go in subconscious mind, I think.
Exactly. And we'll leverage that time of your sleep
Right,
to be in the environment of English. So that is why I said the timing is very important, like a medical prescription.
right.
Anyway, I'll not hold you here anymore. I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for meeting with me today. I
thank
hope
you.
your long wait and the compromise that you've done over your sleep was worth it.
So, okay, so it was a really nice session, and I have enjoyed, and it was engaging session, sir. And I got to know the facts of English, and I would love to know about your slot actually. So I haven't seen your slot in daytime.
Yeah, so ideally, it's a little tough for me to open the slots in daytime. Even in the nightly hours, I'm really pushing my schedule to make it accommodated. Ideally, I'll be from 8:30 to 11. That's my time. 11:30.
8:30.
That's my 8:30 to
Okay.
11:30. That's my time. Anyway, thank you so much. Take care.
Thank
Have
you.
a good night. Bye bye.
Okay. Good night, sir. Have a great day. Bye.
You too.